Good ending in Clair Obscur Expedition 33? Is it really exist? Okay folks, if you haven't been living under a rock for the last few months, which honestly I wouldn't blame you, 2025 was a year, you know that Clair Obscur Expedition 33 was one of the absolute best games we got. I personally couldn't get enough of it and shamelessly forced my boyfriend to play through it over Christmas. It was a masterpiece of storytelling. The artistic direction was stunning, the music was haunting, and the plot twists were a chef's kiss. And that ending, that soul-crushing, morally ambiguous final choice, it hit us like a metaphysical truck and split the internet faster than the debate over whether pineapple belongs on pizza. People were fighting, and I was glued to the comment section. Not just because I enjoy watching people discuss things they are passionate about, but because one specific ending was quickly crowned the good ending. So I decided to do what any reasonable person would do. Stop touching grass and try to decide once and for all. Is there actually a good ending in Clair Obscur Expedition 33? Quick disclaimer, full-blown spoilers ahead. If you haven't played the game, click away now. Seriously, go play it. I'll wait. Good, you're back. Now let's continue. Okay, let's quickly set the stage. You venture out to put an end to the gommage. Gustav dies and take Charlie Cox's sweet voice with him. You go through blood and fire, defeat the paintress, and then comes the big reveal. The world you saved, Lumiere, exists inside a painting.
And this world, a mirror, painted by your mother, the paintress.
And at the end, you are faced with a choice. You can side with Maël and save the painted world, restore thousands of inhabitants and give them a chance at life, but in doing so, you condemn Maya's external self Alicia to certain death and force the painted Verso into a life he doesn't want. Or you can side with Verso, destroy the painting, erase thousands of lives permanently, but save Alicia's life in the outside world. The internet's popular consensus seems to favor Verso. And look, I'm not here to tell you that's wrong. In fact, there are very good reasons to choose Verso's ending. Except for reasons like the painted world isn't real anyway, it sucks to be Sims but they are not real, or it was just a painting. And if that's your take, I gently suggest replaying the game, or maybe reading a book on reality or philosophy or something. Because from where I stand, the painted world isn't a fake simulation. It's a pocket reality, contained within a canvas, home to thousands of conscious beings from humans to gesturals, all living inside it. This choice isn't about fantasy versus reality, it's about grief, pain, sacrifice, and moral responsibility. That said, choosing Verso's ending is absolutely valid. Just as valid as choosing Maël's ending. In fact, Verso's ending was my boyfriend's choice. His reasoning was that he didn't want the Desandria family to endure the loss of another child. Also, he felt that Maël/Alicia had a lot of unprocessed grief over losing her brother, and trying to replace him with a painted copy wasn't a healthy way to cope. And honestly, I agree with all of that. Still, despite that, I choose Maël's ending for two reasons. First, personally, I think refusing to restore thousands of lives just to save Maël/Alicia alone was a morally shaky decision. Second, choosing Verso's ending felt like falling into the identifiable victim effect. Because we spent the entire game learning about Verso, Maël, and the Desandria family, their pain feels more immediate and more important to us. But when you step back, there are thousands of other families, human and gestural, torn apart by the fracture and gommage. Thousands of orphans who watch their parents disappear before their eyes. Thousands of parents who gommaged knowing they would never see their children grow up. But those lives don't feel as important to most of us, most likely because their stories aren't at the front. They are just thousands of faceless strangers, but I think their pain is the same regardless. In my opinion, both endings are equally justifiable and equally tragic. And if that's not bleak enough, it might not even matter. Let's say you choose the Verso's ending. Sure, Alicia survives and the core family sort of reunites around the Verso's grave, but Alicia's still clutching the Esquetoy, traumatized, isolated, and with no real guarantee that she won't jump into another painting someday to numb her pain. People assume she'll be fine just because she got out of the canvas. But healing from trauma requires a strong emotional support system. And to be honest, her family is about as emotionally available as a cactus. And Mael's ending isn't any better. She saves thousands of lives and repaints them back into existence. Sure, a massive moral victory. But she also ignores Painted Verso's wish to be unpainted and psychologically tortures him by forcing him to live as a replacement for her dead brother. And there is no guarantee that Renoir won't eventually return to the canvas after Mael/Alicia dies in the outside world, having now lost a second child. Both endings have the potential to lead to the same outcome. Mael/Alicia dies one way or another, and the canvas is destroyed sooner or later. And that's the point. The entire story designed to make us suffer while deciding. In other words, there is no good ending, and we should probably stop discussing it. But we are not gonna, aren't we? But tell me in the comments, which ending did you choose? And why? Thank you for watching. If you liked this, please drop a like and subscribe. Hopefully, I'll see you in another video.